I remember when I was growing up, I was always shy. I was always not really stepping out my comfort zone and always just was with myself. I remember just being so damn shy that I would not even ask girls out, and I would just always be with myself in my room playing video games the majority of the time if I wasn't hanging out with friends. But being with myself and not really wanting to talk to people, not really wanting to step out my comfort zone and just be in other places. Obviously, unless my parents brought me with them somewhere. But I remember just during those times, I was so damn resistant to just wanting to face my fears. So damn scared to do something different with myself in my life. Even just wanting to find even a simple job in high school, I was too scared to step out my comfort zone and face myself and face anything I was scared of. And to me, bro, being with myself was literally the norm. Not really going to parties if I was in high school, not really socializing with a lot of kids or even just talking to women. So for me, just being with myself was my norm. And bro, honestly, when it came to facing things that I was uncomfortable with, just doing things that I wasn't normally doing, I would literally turn the other direction. I wouldn't even want to face doing those things because I was so scared of rejection, of not feeling accepted, and also just not wanting to face my fears. I just really didn't want to face the unknown. I was scared of it. And if this sounds like you, if you're younger, older, it doesn't matter, especially a guy who's scared to face rejection or talk to girls or just do something different in your life, just know that you're not actually scared of the unknown. This is something I literally wish I knew when I was younger, is the fact that it's not the unknown that we're scared of. It's just the conditioning that we had on ourselves and how we grew up and how we were growing up and the things that we encountered that kind of shaped our reality. If you're someone who is scared of facing the unknown, you have to realize that a lot of this are the conditioning that we were brought up to socially, and how we are also traumatized by certain events in life that affected how we are. And anytime something comes up, we are projecting that conditioning into the unknown, the unfamiliar, and then having this expected result to happen or play out because it's happened probably so much times or happened in your life where something bad happened. So you had this label of how it should happen, especially when it came for me talking to girls, always being so damn shy, always being so damn scared, and even just being crushed and heartbroken. In the past, I didn't want to face that rejection again. I didn't want to feel like I wasn't good enough when I also didn't really feel good enough, especially being younger. So the question comes to, how do we actually face the unknown? How do we actually face this fear that we are fearing from the conditioning that we brought onto this thing that's happening in our life? Now, let me just say this one thing, is you have to be aware of what you're scared of first. And sometimes maybe you don't always have to know. And let me just say, how do we actually change the situation and overcome the fear of the unknown? The thing is, you have to first be aware of what you are scared of. And if you're not aware and not sure of what you're aware of, next time you encounter this feeling or emotion of something that comes up, or you even feel stifled, you want to actually just feel the emotion instead of reacting and just really sit with it. And even when you're feeling it, just ask yourself, why am I feeling these emotions? And question where it might have came from in your past. And I'm not gonna lie, it is very uncomfortable to feel these emotions. It's very uncomfortable when you're encountering these emotions. But this is the number one thing when it comes to healing and letting go, so you can actually overcome this problem that you're having in your life, especially when you're facing that fear of rejection or wanting to have more courage in your life, more confidence in your life. The conditionings that you've put onto yourself, the labels and the identity that you're embodying, you have to let go of what exactly you are fearing, what you are feeling, if you want to actually make change in your life and to overcome this fear. You have to realize that many of the things that you're also saying to yourself, the beliefs you're having, are most likely not true and are something that you put on yourself that you might believe that are true, that's making you feel stuck and overwhelmed to not actually make a leap when it comes to changing your life. You have to dismantle this conditioning you put on yourself. And I can't lie, it's not going to be a one-day thing. It's not going to be like you feel your emotions and you let it go somehow and you're magically healed. Although maybe that can happen in some cases. I'm just saying that it's going to take time, and that's what healing is. It's slowly removing the layers. And for me, when I was younger, it took me a long time to to get to where I am now, to let go of a lot of things that I've had in the past and the conditioning that I put on myself and the labels I had about things I believed about when it came to rejection, when it came to love, when it came to myself and facing my fears. I had to remove the layers, feel the emotions, and just drop the baggage, which took a lot of time. And if you are having trouble with your conditionings, your ego, your mind, and how you are viewing things in life, I do recommend one book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, which in itself is a guide to finding more peace and enlightenment with yourself. And maybe by reading that book, maybe you can also have more clarity in letting go of things in your life. So if you found this video helpful at all, share this with someone else who might need it. And also let me know down in the comments what is something that you're trying to navigate through, you're trying to heal from in order to move forward in your life.